actually can't even begin to describe how excited I am for today. I'm like nervous but excited, and basically, I'm seeing my sister who I grew up with, and we haven't seen. Oh, Margot and Elizabeth just got here. Imagine I start vlogging and they just get here. 1 sec. Okay, I actually have like 5 minutes, so I'm gonna come back. It was actually really cute. So basically, I'm seeing my sister for the first time in so long. Like the last time I saw my sister was when my dad died, and then before that I didn't really see her for like 6-7 years. And I'm getting some of my dad's clothes, and it's before my birthday. Like, I'm just so happy. Like, it's so lovely. And like, we were all just in my garden, me, Margot and Elizabeth, and there's like this butterfly that keeps coming into the house, and Margot said that the butterfly landed on my back, and I just think like such beautiful little like signs, and like she feels so connected, and it's so lovely, and I can't believe it. I'm so excited. Like, I'm so happy. Like, it's so nice. I'm so pale. Ew. Yeah, so beautiful. I'm just so happy, and like to have some of my dad's clothes is just something I have like dreamed of, and I'm such a sentimental person. Like, clothes mean so much to me, and just being able to like wear his t-shirts, I could cry. It's so lovely. Like, it's just so nice. Like, I just think it's something where it will just make me feel so like peaceful. Like, I'm really happy that, like, I don't know, on my birthday, like my dad made my birthday so special, so I haven't really loved them for a while, and it will just feel like I feel like I'm reframing my birthday, which is really nice, and I feel like I'll just have like a piece of him with me, which is so nice. And like this year for my birthday we're going to Portugal, which is so fun, and I'm going with James and Flora and Elizabeth, and I'm just so happy. Like, I just feel like everything is working out really beautifully. It's really funny because like, why am I taking that part away from myself? And I feel like I'm really connecting to it again, which is really nice. And everyone's been saying that this Mercury retrograde is like really like screwing them over. They're feeling really intense, and I just feel like I feel beautiful because I feel like I'm generally like transforming into the version of myself that I've wanted to always be, which is really nice. And I feel like I'm so connected to my higher self, and I'm really in tune with like who I am. And this Mercury retrograde, it was hard at the beginning, and now I'm like, I allow all of that to happen to me because I'm going to move through it and just know that I'm going to come out the best version of myself, which is so beautiful. And yeah, I just feel really happy. I'm actually going to go meet her at the train station now. She's on the tube. I'm so happy. It's so nice. And I've got like this little like bag of like goodies and like beauty bits for her, which I'm really excited to give to her. And I'm just gonna have the best time, get Matcha, go for a cute walk in Battersea, get to show her like where I live. And like, my favorite walk is along the river, and I love this little like bench at the end where the pink bridge is, and I'm gonna take her there, and that would be so nice. I haven't actually gone there in ages because I'm a bit like anxious of Battersea at the moment. I don't know why, but like I'm really excited to just go and sit on that bench and just chat and just like be sisters again. So nice. Yum. That's the vlog. Yummy. Like that goes off the water. Hello, my little earth angels. Guys, it's actually 9 p.m. on a Friday, and I've not had my sleep tea. She's a crazy girl. She's going to Peckham. Hey! I actually love going out to Peckham. Like, I just adore it. Like, it's so fun. So fun, so silly. I've just done my skincare, but I thought, while I did my eyebrows, but I forgot to do that part of. Oh, sorry. Stunning. I basically thought that it would be really cute to do a video of 20. Is that my Kylie Jenner lip liner on the floor? Oh, girl, what are you doing in there? I basically thought that it would be really cute. This basically video is for me. Like, it's for like my future self to look back on. And I love every single year. Like last year I did like this TikTok slideshow of like things I learned when I was like 26. And I thought this time I could do a vlog on things that I've learned while I'm 27. It's kind of just off my brain thoughts, which you guys know crash out a lot of times and do not stick to the regular scheduling programming. So I may actually redo it at some point, like maybe at the end I'll add in where I actually write some down on my phone notes and like go through them, because I feel like I'm just raw dogging it. But I thought it would be really nice. Wait, my storage is going to run out. I need to clear my cap cup. It takes up so much storage on my phone. I need to clear cache and I'll come back. One sec. Okay, we're back. She had 42 gigabytes on there. Crazy girl, crazy girl. She's a vlogger. She's a vlogger. So I'm gonna do my makeup at the same time. So one of the first things I've really learned, and this like hit me when I was going to sleep the other night, like pillow hit the head, and I actually got back out of bed and wrote it down in my phone notes. Basically, I feel like I've really learned how to like practice creating the love that I desire. And in that, I kind of mean, should I risk it and use a new skin tint? I'm a bit scared. I've not used foundation in ages. Yeah, Elizabeth's coming over. I want to do this vlog first. That's fine. I'll just like teleport that to her brain. So basically, I feel like I've really learned how to, create the love that I desire. And what I mean by that is this year, I feel like I've had like this birth year. I feel like I've really, really shown myself that I have grown, and like everyone around me, like from the start of the beginning of this year to like now, has said how much of like a growth and a change that they have seen in me. And I think that's in the way that I like show up for my friends. And I've always been a person who shows up for my friends. Like my friends are everything to me. Like they are like my family, like they're like my safe spaces. I adore them. They're my whole life. So I'm not saying that I haven't been a good friend, but I'm saying the way that I receive love from them, or like the way that I create the love that I desire in my friendships, is by being more like open with them. Like I was very much a person my whole life who never wanted to be a burden to anyone. Like I just always wanted to kind of be like, if I go through something, I've got this, I'm done, and I will like ghost and then like not talk about anything until I've figured out how to move through it. And kind of at the start of this year, I had a complete like mental breakdown. Like it was probably the worst mental space I'd been in. And from that, I really learned how to let my friends love me. And it was such a beautiful thing. So I feel like I've created the love, that I desire. I do, however, need to learn how to allow myself to receive the love that I desire, maybe in a more romantic way. I think that really scares me, of kind of being like, this is the love that I desire, and I know the love that I want, which is probably why I've been single for so long, because I genuinely will never settle, and I give myself everything I've ever needed. So I know that if it's not the love that I desire, then I don't want it. But I do need to be open to allowing myself to receive that love. Whereas I kind of have this downfall of maybe pushing someone away before they can push me away first, because I'm scared that I'm not good enough for them to stay. So I will push them away before. So that is something that we still need to work on. But I think that's the beauty of like growing and understanding yourself and like learning all these things about yourself, because you also learn what areas you need to work on. So I have learned that I can completely let my friends in and completely open up to them, and like I wouldn't be me like without my friend. This is scary. This could be bad. No, I think it's going to be good. I'm going to trust this. I'm going to trust the system. But yeah, like I completely have learned to like allow my friends to be there, like completely just go to them with anything. Like they have completely shown up. Like the way that I have felt able to love myself so much more this year is because the way that I have allowed my friends to love me. Because I fully just let them into every single thing that I'm feeling. I'm also a person who doesn't really like text or like go on my phone, and like I've not done that this year. Like I've kind of basically been like, let me just lean into my friendships, like let me just completely lean into them, tell them everything that's going on. And I've been absolutely blown away by the way that people have shown up for me. Like I genuinely cannot fathom like how we're existing on this floating rock in the middle of space, and like you love me, like we exist together and we have like chosen each other, and we just love each other, and we're there for each other, and we support each other, and like we just exist. And like how beautiful that our souls are existing at the same time. It makes me want to bawl. Like it's so lovely. And I think as I get older, I really lean into more being like, I am worthy of love. Like if I've learned that I'm worthy of love with myself, which I have, it means that I am worthy of love with my friends. Like I don't need to push them away and then go back to them. Like I can just be there for every, like they don't love me any less when I'm sad. That's one thing I think I've definitely learned this year. My friends do not love me any less when I crash out. My friends do not love me any less when I've got the worst anxiety and I've probably made the worst decisions of my life and I want to cry. My friends do not love me any less when I'm really depressed. My friends do not love me any less when I'm going through like really bad grief. My friends don't love me any less when I'm anxious, when I don't like myself. My friends do not love me any less if I'm 10% and not 90. Like they don't just love me when I'm my high energy. They love me all season, all year round, every single day. And I think I've really learnt that this year. And like I've also like look at that glow. Oh, okay, per Max Factor Skin Tint. Okay, Diva. I got sent this in PR actually, and it was really nice. They really kindly sent me 2 shades. This was the light to medium 60 to 80. I've only got like a tan moisturizer on. And then they also sent me light to medium, which will be good when I'm not tan, which is never, but like, you know, we're grateful. We're so grateful. Thank you so much. So that's been, I'm sweating already in my room. I've got like a ring light on and it's like fucking like 50 degrees. But yeah, so I've definitely learned that, which is really lovely. But I do need to be open to receiving the love that I desire in a romantic way. I think I'm so focused on like the platonic relationships of my life, which is so beautiful and I wouldn't change it. And that leads me on to another thing that I have learned, which is I think I can be open to love, guys. It's disgusting. Ew, I hate me. No, sorry. I actually can't even imagine myself saying that because I've been so closed off to the idea of love for literally like since I was 20 and I'm going to be turning 28. And the fact that this year I have learned that I'm open to love, I'm so proud of myself. Like it's genuinely a space where I didn't even think that I would get into because I just don't, it's like the least priority thing on my list. Like the only love that I really care about is the love that I give for my friends and myself and my family. And it's just not something that I have even thought of as an option of being open to love. I've always had this thing where I'm going to be single till I'm 30 so I can write a book about being single for like a decade of your 20s. And this year, guys, I can't lie, like I think I've realised that I know deep down that I am a lover girl. Like I love. I love the idea of having a person. I don't feel like I may be worthy enough for someone to love me as a person because I know that I am enough as a person. But I think I have these deep wounds from my childhood of feeling like I'm not good enough. Like I'm 4 and my mum's left me, and it felt like I like just a lot of things with like family. And I know it's a childhood wound, and I've been aware of this for years, but it is something where I think I will be working on that forever. It's like that's been 27 years of my life. Of course, I'm going to have to always learn to deal with that situation better. And I think, to be honest, like I have shown myself that I am very open to love. I learnt that this year, which was a very beautiful thing to realise. It unfortunately wasn't with a person that I could fall in love with. So that was like a hard navigating process because like, what do you mean? Like, I realised I'm open to love and I know that I can't love you. Like that was just really like crazy for me. But I think I've shown myself that you can't, like, people will love you, like that. Even if I have these wounds of feeling like I'm not good enough to be loved, and even having these wounds of being like, oh well, no one will want to choose you, I've accidentally done myself over in this situation because I have pushed people away because I'm scared that they're gonna leave first, so I would want to be the person to do it first. And that's just me reiterating my childhood wounds. But this is the first time in my life actually where I have taken someone's actions and just moved forwards with them. Like I didn't overplay it in my head of being like, they don't like me, like they don't do any of these things. And I'm really proud of myself for that because I think before, when I'd get in these situations, I've been such a platonic, casual dating kind of person. So I haven't really needed to get into the itty gritty of if I trust what you're saying or if I believe what you're saying or any of these things, because I haven't really cared. Whereas this time I actually cared, and normally I would crash out and run 1,000 spirals on myself of why I'm not good enough and why this person wouldn't like me and how I shouldn't take their like words as true. Whereas I've learnt this year that I can actually just take people's words and what they're saying to me and generally back it and believe it. And even if it doesn't work out in the end, it's still so beautiful because I've learnt that I can just take people's words for what it is at the time, and people change their minds. Like that's okay. Like we're human beings and we change how we are all the time. We change how we feel. There's like, I could be someone who really knows myself and my emotions, but I may not communicate that. I hurt people, like I don't mean to, but I do. And I sometimes think of myself and I don't think how other people could be affected in these situations. And we're all human beings and we're all trying our best. So I really understand if someone could mean something in the moment and then maybe doesn't know how to deal with that then themselves, because I just did that. Like, I truly meant that I wanted this person in my life forever, but then at every opportunity where I felt scared and I was like, damn, like, I'm scared of this, you're gonna like just push me away one day, I might as well push you away first, I just lost it. And I didn't mean to do that, because that's not how I felt. And I think I've learned that, like, you just have to move through each motion. Like, you don't have to figure it all out. You don't have to always like be thinking of a future. You do just have to live in the present. I think I very much like lived in the, I've got a Sula. I think I very much like lived in the I think I might need to put my hair up. I very much lived in the like present moment this shit, whether it was good or whether it was bad. I think it was good because I got like lovely experiences, and I think before I'd maybe not allowed myself to enjoy certain journeys because I was overthinking the outcome so much. But you don't know the outcome, and you shouldn't have a disservice to yourself because you're scared of what an outcome could potentially be. You never know what's going to happen. And I always think like people are in your life as a blessing or a lesson, so you might as well allow yourself to experience anything. And I've really learned that this year, to like put it into practice. Like, I've really learned that like you should just allow yourself to feel any of the feelings regardless of the outcome. Like, if you want to like go out with this person, do that, but you're thinking, oh, maybe it like, you know, might not work long term, allow yourself to enjoy the experience and then figure it out later. Like, it literally doesn't matter. And I think I'm going to take that as one of my big lessons moving into like this birth year, of being like, you do not have to think about any of this, just allow yourself to roll through it, which I think is such a beautiful like way to navigate life. I think you're never promised tomorrow, and I think I know that so clearly because obviously, unfortunately, I know grief quite well, and like I don't know why I stop myself from almost doing things because I'm scared of an outcome, and then I push it away when it could be the most beautiful thing ever. Like, I've learned that I need to just allow myself to be in the experiences, which I think is really good. I have also learned for the first time, and this is an absolute huge one for me, like this is like one of the biggest things which I am so proud of myself about. And basically I think it was like in like May, I was really struggling mentally. I think I'd been struggling mentally probably since like before Christmas, and hadn't really like admitted it, and was just like, everything is fine. Like, I'm such a people person, I can always be like, okay. And my energy is always really high. And then I think like, obviously my work, like I am so blessed in my job where my work are like my best friends. We're like family, like they literally love me so much, and I back that, and I love them, and it's just so lovely. And they really know me, and they basically could see that like my mental health wasn't doing great, and I am so fucking grateful for that, because I was almost too scared to say anything. And I also didn't really realize how it was, you know, when people know you better than yourself and they're like, it's okay, you can take a second. I kind of got into a situation where it was kind of like, I'm just like tapping my Sula, and is that bad? Oh well, yellow. I kind of got into a situation where they were like, we really care about you, like please go take some time. And for the first time in my life, I have learned how important and how productive rest is. I have always been someone who, when we were at uni, like my best friend that I lived with at uni, literally, she always said to me, like, I do not know how you do it. Like, you do not stay in the house. Like, I'd have a day off and I'd leave the house like 5 times a day. I'd go on like 20k step walks, then go to the gym, then go to like to the shopping, and then go do like meet up with people for coffee. And like, that was really nice. But like, I couldn't be in my own space for like a long time because I just always felt like I had to be active. And not even that I would have to be with people, like I would have to be active or doing something with myself. I spent a lot of time like journaling in that time, which is obviously great. And it was the first time, so I got signed off work for a month, and it was the first time in my life that I've learned, that rest is really important and it's really productive and it's actually so good for you. And I understand why I have a negative connotation with rest. So basically one sec, this is my favourite part. I have to be present. Oh yeah, look at her. Oh, I might do a double blush actually because I'm going to the club. I'm going to the club. Or not then. Okay then. Are you fucking good? Are you good? Found it. She's so dramatic with it. Oh my god. Don't lose your train of thought. Don't. Come back to me. Yeah, so I know why I have, oh damn, sorry. I know I have a negative connotation with rest, and it is basically that when I used to see my mum on Saturdays when I was younger, and I used to see her and she would always just be asleep or like on the sofa or like on these things. There were obviously other times that wasn't my whole experience, but it was an experience I remember quite a lot. And obviously she's an addict now, and whenever I would see her, like when I went back from uni, she's like not really able to communicate that much because she didn't have a lot in her brain. If she's on like a calm down or whatever, then it's not really like something where you want to be around people. And she just like obviously like struggles mentally as well, which is obviously really hard, and she struggles to like have any motivation to do it. She struggles to have any motivation to do anything. And I've just always then seen that, and I think the life that she lives is like very different. And like I will be vulnerable and honest about that, is like my arse cheeks are literally sweating out on the fucking I need to put a pillow down or something. That's giving. Jeez. Oh, it's kind of giving. Okay, deeper. Yeah, and so I think because I would see her all the time just like laying in a bed, and like she's not really a nice like flat, like it's like I went around last time and like drug dealers had like taken TVs off the wall, and like it was just like it's a really hard space to be in. And I think that because I've done so much to make my life so different, it really affects me in the way that I could think if I'm doing anything that feels like what my mum does, which is like resting or like sleeping in her bed or like doing any of this, which is valid. I think to me that's really like, fuck, I'm so much closer to that life than I am to this life, because that's all I've seen for like the past like 6 years is someone who lives that lifestyle. And although I know that my life is very further away from that, it's really hard to change my internal thought patterns of being like, that's not how my life is going to be, because no matter how much further away I get from it, and I am so much further away from that life, I still have in my head that people will see me as more closer to this, which is really sad, and I do have to work on that. And that is something that maybe next year in this video I'll be like, I learned that I don't have to tie my connotation with that, because I know that I don't. My friends don't see me like that. Like it's like one of my biggest fears, and it's just not true. But this was the first time that I was forced to rest. Like I had the time off work, I had nothing to do for a month other than rest and be there for myself. And do you know what's really funny is, and I'll be really honest about this, is when I first had the time off, I was like, oh, I'll do everything I've ever wanted to do. I'll put my clothes on Vinted, I'll like make a brand, I'll do all this stuff, I'll host an event, like I'll think of like planning the events and plan all my content out and do all of this stuff. And I'm such a walker, like I'll walk everywhere. I walk to like Battersea every single Monday. Like I just love it so much. It's like my safe space. I should probably do it every day at this point. But I was like, okay. And then I was like, oh, I'll go for a walk. And I couldn't even have the energy to do that. I've never napped in my life. Like my friends, they can always sleep on the plane. They can sleep everywhere. Whereas I have to have my sleep sounds and my sleep tea. Otherwise, she's not a sleeping girl. If she's woken up, she's woken up. That's it. We're done. We're done, dusted. We're not going back to sleep. The first time in my life that I had like my body was in fight or flight, like it was generally like, we need to slow down, like we need to stop. And it was the first time in my life that I had done that. So that was really productive, and it was so nice. And I was like napping in the day, and it took me like 3 weeks to I was also going through a hard thing at the time of this thing, which was honestly made it like 10 times worse and broke my heart in so many ways. But I'm really proud of myself because it did actually teach me how to like be present with my feelings and emotions. And I think, to be honest, like since my dad passed away, I have been such a person where I used to really like journal all the time and like really feel my feelings and emotions. That's how I got out of not wanting to be alive. That's how I ended up loving myself, because I was like, let me just feel all the feelings and let them move through. And suddenly after my dad died, I didn't want to feel any of that. I couldn't even fathom feeling any of the feelings because it was so horrendous and I couldn't believe any of it. And that really taught me to just kind of be a bit more present again. And another thing that I feel like I've learned is the only person I ever need to like worry about listening to is being so calm within myself that I can hear my higher self. The only person I generally need to hear is myself. Like, and it's so nice, like in that time when I learned about rest, I learned that like I feel so okay when I'm connected to my soul, my spirit, my higher self. Like, she has all the wisdom and all the guidance that I ever need, and I don't need anything or anyone. I love who I have, but like I don't need anything or anyone. Like I just need to be grounded enough in myself to hear myself, and then everything will work out and be okay. Shall I do
should go a bit crazy with the, I'm not really vibing that I'm going to be on YouTube with my hair like this and I look a bit like a toe. I need to get my arms good. Should I just do a pink blusher in the corner of my eyes? Yeah, it's giving. It's giving. I don't really want to go too crazy, you know. What was I saying? Yeah, like I just need to learn to no, I've learned I just need to get back to a point. If everything feels chaotic, everything feels really bad, everything feels really crazy, all I need to do is sit and be with myself and listen to my own wisdom. 100% I'll be fine. 112% actually, I back it so much. Maybe I'll use orgasm. Guys, I've nearly been celibate for a year. I'll have been celibate for a year in August the 17th. No, 19th? I don't know. I don't really know what day. But in August, I will have nearly been celibate for a year. How fun is that? Look at me go. I've also learned that I can bring myself joy. No. Ew, no, wait, I'm going to crop that out. But on a real though, like on a real, I can bring myself so much joy, which is really nice because I think I had like a negative, I think I have like quite a lot of sexual trauma, and I think that I have learned that I am in so much control, you know, like I am in control. I have also, wait, I feel like I don't want to poke my eye out. I actually have to concentrate on this. So basically, this is my biggest hack when I can't be able to do like an extravagant eye look, but I still want to look really put together and really slay and really girly pop, and I want to get complimented all night. I just basically put orgasm, NARS blush in the corner of my eyes. Honestly, so many questions. So nice. Love it. J'adore. What else? Now I've got to think of something else. I feel like I've got loads, but I can't like think on the spot because I'm not very, this is why I'm so crap at doing my podcast. I just forget everything and lose my trail of thought. Okay, I accidentally did that really down my eye. Oh well, YOLO, it's a midnight sun. Guys, I'm going to go to Zara Larsson and Lord and Audrey Hobart. Do you know what's really funny though? Everyone's going for Zara Larsson and Lord. I obviously love Lord. I can't wait for that. I'm going for Audrey Hobart and Letter in the Count and then Lord. Like that's my top 3, which is so funny. But like I just love. And I'm so excited. Because there was a point where I was like, oh my God, all the tickets are sold out. We're not going to be able to go. But I'm going. Obviously, because I've said, I put out to the universe. I said, I don't care if there's no tickets. I am going. Okay, let's bedazzle me up a little bit more. Let's give me a little bit more glow. What else have I learned this year? I've actually learned, guys, I'm going to take my hair down because I feel really ugly being on the internet like this. I've actually really learned that when I'm aligned with my most authentic self, people really are drawn to my energy. And I know that sounds really weird, and I really don't want to come across egotistical because I'm not. I do back myself, I do love myself, but I'm just a girly and I find things really hard at the same time. However, recently, in like the past month or so, I don't know what's happened, but I've really connected back with like my inner being. And oh my God, no, I know. I thought I'd lost this brush. It's basically in my night out bag. So when I went to How last week, I was like, oh, my blush is going to go off. So I took my highlighter and my brush in, but I couldn't figure it out or find it all week. Oh my God, Diva. Wait, this is so bad. But Motel Look sent me clothing and I completely forgot to post the outfit video of it. But they sent me this really cute fan that says I'm a Motel fan, but now they're never going to give me again because I completely forgot to post the videos. I'm really sad about that. And I cook so badly. I actually cook so badly. I just forgot. I also just got too drunk at my hoopla, which is where I was wearing the outfit. So, oops. Oopsie. I'm just a girl. But yeah, you should come closer actually. You should be right here. Yeah, so basically, I don't know what's happened recently, but like I've really just become like divinely connected with myself, and like it's so nice and I love it so much. And I think I've realised what makes me passionate is generally like helping people, and like I said at the end of my podcast, like vulnerability is your superpower. Like that is something that I really align with. And like, I really feel like I have this way of like allowing people to be able to open up and be vulnerable with me, and like being a bit more like spiritual, like woo woo, or like really connected with myself. And I think because I've been in fashion and beauty, and it's quite a hard industry to be in, I can't lie, like from someone with like my background, I generally didn't think that I would be in it. Like it was very stressful. So sometimes I just thought like, oh, this world like isn't for me. And I think I dulled my sparkle a little bit with that. And I think I was like, I don't want to do these things that people could see as cringe, or like that people could be like, oh, what are you doing? Whereas it's not cringe to me because I know that it makes me feel good. Like, I have been through a lot of trauma, and things that helped me get out of that was connecting to something deeper. And I started connecting to the moon and the universe and myself. And that could sound like a world off from people, and I don't mind that. Like, but I have minded it for so long. So I think I've definitely learnt now that I do just need to like care about the things that actually make me feel good. Like, if that makes my soul feel good, then ultimately my life is going to be better, because I'm going to attract the energy that I want to be around, and I have done that. And I've also realized that the more that I have been open about that, I've been a bit more openly woo-woo or whatever. I think I posted this like yoga video the other day, and then my friends at work, and I think the people I work with are like the coolest people, so I wouldn't normally see like them, I don't know, like I just think they're really cool, and like I would maybe think that sometimes I'm doing things and it's like a bit cringe, which is your own perception. No one has ever said that. And then so many people recently have been like, oh, I felt so Alicia coded, like I've been journaling, or I've been meditating, or I've been grounding. And like I love that people are relating like things to improve your well-being and how you are and your connection with yourself, and they're thinking that's Alicia coded. Sorry, is that not the most iconic thing ever? I was literally gagged, and it's like happened to me so much in the past month where I'm like, this is amazing. And like, I think I said in my previous videos before, I was like, it's so cute because my friends are always like, oh, when I see the moon, I think of you. And that's like so powerful within itself. But the fact that just like people are like Elizabeth Shaw, she like meditates or whatever. She's like, I had such an Alicia coded morning. I woke up, I didn't go on my phone. And it's so beautiful to think that like, sometimes you don't think that like things mean stuff, or you're always thinking like bad things about yourself, and it's like you have no idea about the impact that you are creating on other people's lives. I've got such bad sealer, guys, I actually can't. That you're having on other people's lives, and I just think that's such like a beautiful thing. And I think I've learned towards the end of being 27, like literally in the past month or so, that I need to own in on that more. Like, if that makes me happy and that makes me feel good, and it obviously makes other people feel good, and it makes other people feel like they can be themselves. I think if I had a world where I thought I was successful in, it would be that I have helped other people feel like they can be more authentically themselves. Like, that to me is success. I remember that people used to message me on my Instagram, and they used to like open up to me about things, and they'd be like, I haven't even been vulnerable with like my best friends or like people that I like I'm close with, but they're like, I just feel like I can be vulnerable with you. And I just think that that's such a beautiful thing, and it's like really what I'm passionate about. But it's so hard to explain because it's not like this career, it's not like this, and I don't want it to be. I just want it to be something that makes me feel good. I've always said that I really enjoy being in like beauty and like marketing and social media, but I know what makes my soul feel alive is more like psychology and like human development and like the soul and like more spiritual kind of things. But I like having that where I don't want to ruin it to try and make an investment out of it. I think that happens a lot with art. I think like if you like art, you shouldn't study it at uni, because you'll be doing so many versions of that art that you don't like, and then you'll be getting graded for what you love, and it's your art, so then it takes away the fun out of it. But it's really interesting, and I can make it in my own way. And also, like, people really care about my fucking growth. Like, people actually back me. Like, it's so nice. Actually so nice. Like, earlier I was literally like just doing whatever, and like I've mentioned about doing a clothes swap, and like my friend, she like runs these events at a pub in Peckham, and she was like, Diva, like, when are we getting this clothes swap booked in? Like, I want to, and I was like, I'm just a bit nervous, like, I'm just a bit scared, like, I don't know, I have all these ideas, but I don't know if I'm really a person that can execute them. And she was like, I'm literally here to help with anything you want. And it's like, people really back you, and they really want what's good for you. And I think I've learned that so much this year, is that everyone really wants you to do well. I think what's really nice is I've never been a person who is like in competition with everyone else. And I know that I would want to help anyone else, and I want to do these things for other people. But I think sometimes accepting that other people want to do that for you is like so mind-boggling. But people do, like, it's so lovely. I just really feel and if my future self is like watching this, I just like I'm I know that you're going to be doing so much of what you want to do, and I know that you're going to be so like in such a good place, and I hope that you remember and like connect back to me, because one of my favorite things to do is like sit there and like really connect back to younger versions of myself, and like kind of like my inner child, I need to like heal her and nurture her and show her love. My inner teen, I need to like allow her to be angry and allow her to let the rage out so it doesn't eat her up and like ruin her. And then like in my like 20s and stuff, I've really learned how to like love and lean into myself. And it's just such a beautiful process. Like, it's just such a beautiful process, and I hope future me is just having the best time. Like, I just feel like you're going to be having the best time. I feel like you're going to be doing everything that you wanted. This isn't really now lessons of what I've learned, is it? It's just a ramble. I told you I should have had some phone notes. I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry. But I've also seen that the more that I show up and more myself on TikTok, the more I'm getting lovelier messages and lovelier things about it. Like, someone the other day was like, never skip an Alicia post. I don't know this person. What do you mean? That's so nice. Oh my god, guys, I can just feel like everything really good. No, I can't. I'm back here. I'm literally back. I'm literally 40-degree heat and like in front of a ring light. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Just authentically me. What was I saying? I don't know. But yeah, like I just feel like I'm really stepping into like a very authentic version of me, and it's really paying off in the ways of like my relationships and even how I'm doing social media and like all of these things. It's just so beautiful, and I'm really happy about it, and it's just showing me more that I can be there for myself and show up for myself. I've also learned that I can fucking deal with really hard things really well. If you asked me at the beginning of last year if I could do that, it would be absolutely no. If you asked me at Christmas, absolutely no. If you asked me in the past month and a half, guys, okay, one thing I, like, if they'd fucked me over, I'd just like rage bait. And I accidentally have still done that, and I do need to unlearn that. But I feel like I've unlearned that this week. I feel like I've been like, okay, let it go, girl, like, you're fine. But also, I find it hard because social media is just like, I know social media, and I know that if there's like a 8-second sound trend, it's just easy to put relatable text on the screen. It doesn't really necessarily mean anything. However, I do know that there is probably sometimes intent behind it, where even if it's like a loving, cute, wholesome way, but I do need to not do that. My whole point, I was going to say something I've learned about that, and then it's just completely backfired on what I've done wrong. Accountability is the... Oh, basically, I have really learned... Where is my mascara? I'm so baffled. Oh, right here. So basically what I have learned is that all I have to do is be like, show up for myself. So basically I saw my mum for the first time in like a year and a half. It was really hard. And we went to a funeral. It was a really hard week. Like, it probably such a tough week actually. And I'm so grateful that it happened, because it really showed me my core strength. And I think ever since that week and seeing my strength, I've realised that I really do have my own back, and I've really shown myself love, and I've shown myself grace, and I've shown myself understanding, which means I can show up for future me a lot better when these things happen. And this was really detrimental to like my growth in like the past month. It was my dad's birthday, Father's Day on the same day, which was obviously really fucking hard. It was my uncle's funeral on the Wednesday. I had like work, and I had like a TikTok meeting before, which was crazy. And then I had I just had like these crazy loads of things happen. It was a lot, like it was so much. And I basically saw my mum, and like I think anyone that knows me knows, if I see my mum, I'm gonna have a panic attack for like 2 weeks. I'm gonna crash out for like a month and a half. I'm just gonna be really awful. And I actually communicated to work again, which I would never do, that I was going to have a really hard time, and they let me have the day off, of course, and they were so there and so supportive. And I think that was what was really good about having that time off, is that they showed me that like they are there to support me, and they've got my back, and I don't have to worry. Like, I was speaking to Nat about the other day, and she was like, the fact that you've even asked to have this day off just shows how much you're growing. But yeah, I saw my mum. It was obviously really hard. It was a lot. And obviously I always show up for her as the daughter that she needs in that moment, because there's nothing else you can do. And I think that's why it breaks my heart, because I always wish that that could be it moving forward, but it's just, it can't be. But I'm okay to put my feelings aside and just be a daughter that she needs in that moment. And I honestly, the next day, guys, I literally woke up, I went and did yoga in the park, like had the day off, went and did yoga in the park. I raw dogged my own thoughts for 4 hours, no headphones, no no music, nothing. I got severely fucking sunburned. It was actually so dumb. Like I had no SPF on, and literally I was just out in the sun from like 9 a.m. till 1 p.m. And then yeah, I didn't think that through, but it didn't even matter because I'd shown myself that I can show up for myself. And I basically just allowed all of the thoughts to come and just allowed them to like process through. And it just made me realize that everything is then okay. Like I didn't feel bad on the week. I did feel bad on the weekend. I crashed out on the Saturday, but that was so valid. Like I crashed out on the Saturday because I was so fucking drunk and it was tragic. So then I crashed out. But other than that, I only crashed out for 2 days. 2 days? Like, sorry? Who are we? So I've actually learned that genuinely all I do need to do is just let my thoughts wander and just let them process. And I think I've also learned this year as well that like your thoughts, you do not have to have an attachment to them. I think I've always attached myself on thoughts. Like if I've crashed out over someone quite a lot this year, and I felt really guilty for being like, why can't I get this out of my brain? Like I feel insane. And I think the fact that I have been thinking so much of trying not to think about it has made me think about it more. When I just thought about it this week, well, like 3 weeks ago, I kind of just thought about it and was like, I don't want to argue with these thoughts. I just want to let them through. Like, I understand why you're feeling like this, and giving myself grace. Like, I think I was kind of like, I understand why I would feel upset about this. It's the first time you've emotionally like opened up to someone. I understand why you feel bad, and just really being really reaffirmative in my brain. And I've learned that I need to do that for myself, otherwise I will crash out. And it's so simple. It's just like literally just listen to yourself and let the thoughts move through. I also think I've learned that no matter how many times you say that you can let something go, until you actually choose that you want to let it go, you won't let it go. Like I had to come to the conclusion like 2 weeks ago of like, I don't feel like I've ever wanted to let this go, so I haven't. And then suddenly I was like, I think I'm ready. But for a good 3 months before that, I was like saying to my friends, like, I've let this go, like I'm not bothered, like it's fine, like whatever. Side eye, bamboozled side eye. Are you joking? And then so I've definitely learned that you have to actively want to let something go to let it go. You can't just be like, hee hee. And I think sometimes I've also learned that it's harder to let things go because sometimes there's a lot of comfort in crashing out. I think for me, like where I've had like a very lovely life, I can't lie. Like I've had such a beautiful life, but I have also had very traumatic things happen, and I have had very hard things growing up, and I've also had hard times and I think a lot of that has felt probably unfamiliar and made my body feel like fight or flight, and I wasn't able to regulate my emotions much when I was younger, and crashing out was very normal to me. So something very safe is almost very scary to me, and having something where I can crash out over is almost safer than feeling the peace that I feel within myself every day. And I did get to a point where I felt so much peace within myself every day that I was looking like actively to do something to crash out, because I was like, I don't understand how I have created this peaceful little life for myself. Let me go fuck it up. So I've learned that we don't need to do that. But also I've learned that if I do need to do that, then that's fine. I'm human. Like I'm just going to allow myself to do it. And I know that I'll be there for myself afterwards. So it's literally fine. I think I've also really learned this year that everything will ultimately be fine and no one cares. Like nothing is as bad as what you think it is. And moments move forward. You are never going to be in the same moment again. Like genuinely everything is working out for you. And that is just the way that it is. Like everything is working out for you. And if you can't see it, I learned this last year. If you can't see it right now, it doesn't mean that it's not happening. Like, I'm such a big believer in the timing of the universe. Like, I know... That is so bad. I know that everything is always working out for me 110%. Like, it just always is. And even if I want it right now... Like, I think, like, I don't have the things that I want right now, but I have the things I wanted 3 years ago, but I didn't get them, like, in that time. It's taking me 3 years to get them. So I've learned that like everything is just like in its own time and its own journey, and I think that's why like timing doesn't really exist to me, and like everything is generally always working out in your favor. Like you just don't see it yet, like you just don't understand the reason of it yet. And I'm generally waffling too much. I feel like I'm actually just really annoying, and this has been 40 minutes, so I'm probably going to end it now. But I've also learned, wait, because this one's actually fun. This is like, so basically, when I was younger, me and Emma used to send each other playlists all the time. And such a big part of like our relationship was music. And I've basically really learned that you can tap into those things again and it doesn't take away from things. Obviously, when I say Emma, if you're new here, this is my dead ex. Like, I'm not crashing out. I don't know, like I've just really lent into like doing things that made me happier when I was younger. So like I remember that I always used to sit at home, and when I would be home, I would always just look through Spotify or like music things for hours and find like new songs, and it was really fun. And I would like always bring them into school and I would show Em, and it was so cute and it was so nice. And I didn't really do that anymore, and I was also one of them people that was like never pass me the aux, because I felt like my music taste was a bit like niche, or like people could be like, oh, whatever. And then at the beginning of this year, I started making a playlist every month, and it's been one of my favorite things to do. So I've learned that that brings me a lot of joy. Like music brings me a lot of joy. And there was a time in like the end of December, and I generally just sat through and I like listened to so many different like albums of creators I liked, and then looked through their radios and listened to them songs. And it was so nice because I was so present in my room and like generally listening to like all of the music and feeling all of like the words. And I've learned that like you can lean back into things like that made you like that you did when you were a teen, and they will make you really happy again. Because now I'm really happy. Like I like my Spotify, literally j'adore. Like I love looking at my own profile. I curate like the little playlist, like so I do one every month. So I've just done a July one, which is really cute. And I love putting like the pictures of something like really sweet and wholesome. And I'm just like, oh my God, like I don't know why I ever didn't do that. And I didn't do that since I was like 18. Do you know how, it's only 10 years. Do you know how nice that is to like get that back? Like what? That's so nice. So I've learned that like things that could make you really happy again are probably things that you did when you were younger. And I just think that's so lovely because you're like connecting back to yourself. I think a lot of life and what I've learned is just it's really connecting back to who you are before the world took it away from you, before like you had all of these opinions that weren't your own that like crushed your soul, you know? Like what? That's all it is. Maybe that's all it is. But yeah, I think I'm really sorry. I feel like I can do a better one of these vlogs. I'm really sorry I just yapped a bit too much. I should have planned it through. I was doing my makeup, so I didn't. So I'm really sorry if this was tragic. So sorry, Pookies. But I think it's more been, I can't even remember what I spoke about. That's how bad my brain is. Guys, can I just tell you something? So we booked a holiday today, and like I can't believe it. I look really fat. This is like never an outfit that I would normally wear, but like I'm too, oh Jesus, okay. But like I can't be bothered. It's like a bit late as well, so when it's like that, it's giving tea, it's giving hips, waist. When it's giving this, it's giving roles and duality of woman. But what was I going to say? Oh, I don't really remember. Okay, well, I guess my point of this is that I'm really proud of myself and how far I've come this year. And I'm really proud to see like me reconnect back with myself, which I've needed to do since my dad died. And it's taken 1.5 years, and I have so much further to go. And I'm just really excited for that process. The one thing that I actually really learned and was the biggest blessing for me, and that was that when my dad passed away, I'd gotten to a place where I was really proud of the woman who I was, and it taken me a very long time to get there. I think I generally spent like most of my like life up until like 21 thinking that I wasn't worthy of existing, and it took me a very long time from like 21 to 26 to really like own in on who I was as a person and really build that love and trust up for myself and really appreciate who I was, because I didn't feel like I was deserving of feeling like that bad about myself, and I didn't want that. Like I knew that I was worthy of more, and I did so much work and I really enjoyed the person who I was. And then I went home and just like saw my dad die, and I just knew that she was gone. Like there's never any getting her back. But what I have learned is, and this is what I learned in that time off, is that I don't have to chase who I was before. I get to be really excited about becoming the woman who I am after losing my dad. And I think that that is such a beautiful thing that I will have to like really allow myself to lean into. Like, and I feel like I'm really on the start of that path of learning who I am again, and it's been a really long time, and I just feel like I've really missed myself. And I really have, and I'm really getting her back. And I guess it's just a credit to every single person that is in my life and has loved me, even if they're not in my life anymore. It's a credit to everyone I've interacted with, everyone who I've been a part of. I've learned so much from this year about myself that is so beautiful and so lovely. And even if not everyone that started this year with me is in my life anymore, I'm just still so grateful for all of the experiences that I've had and all of the things that I've learned. And I'm just really excited for 28. Like, I actually can't wait. Like, I'm just so excited for it. I think that is a bit of a blessing, where I didn't feel like I would be alive. I am so grateful. I don't get scared of being older, because I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to be 28. Like, that's crazy. And I don't have the fear of like getting older. I guess that's a silver lining. But yeah, it's so silly. It's so beautiful. Life is so fun and so beautiful. And even when it's worse, I think life is a never ending cycle of like reconnecting back with yourself, feeling absolutely on top of the world, hitting rock bottom, finding yourself, pulling yourself back up, going through it all again, and just like growing and moving through it. But every time you move through it, you're just stronger every time. It's kind of beautiful. It's kind of really beautiful. Like, it makes me want to be open and accepting to anything, because I have shown myself that I can get through really hard things. So I shouldn't eliminate myself to any experiences that could come my way, because I've got through really hard things. I'll be there for myself, even if the worst things have happened to me. So it's actually okay. I might as well just allow myself to experience everything, because I know that I'll get through it, even if it fucks up. Maybe that's the lesson. Maybe that's the learning. You should take that away. Allow yourself to fall into anything and everything without the pressure of overthinking it. Be there for yourself. Reconnect with it. Sorry, why do I look like I've got boobs? Those aren't real. I mean, they are real, they're mine. Yeah, and like, I don't know, if you're watching this and you're still here, you're actually such a real one. Like, I literally love you so much. Like, that's so nice. I'm sorry that I yap, but thank you for letting me exist as I am. And yeah, I'm gonna go out and pack them. Also, I've learned that I don't know. I get a bit nervous, you know. I get a bit nervous. But yeah, I love you so much. Thank you for being here. I'm so grateful for you. Oh, what I was going to say is booked holiday. Booked holiday, what do you mean? Like, how cute is that? Me, Elizabeth, James and Flora. And can I just say that I hated my birthday for ages. And I've booked Love Being Hyper Femme. Sorry. I back it. Like, I back it. I love being hyper femme. It's my favourite thing about me. Some wine. And just have a good time. Okay, so Elizabeth just got here, and I don't know why I thought basically I looked really ugly in my outfit, like wasn't that good. But basically I rolled the skirt down, and I think now it's giving tea. Like, it's okay. Okay. And I've got my wallabies. Okay. I've got my wallabies, my leopard print ones. Because honestly, guys, I just want to be like casual and comfy, I can't lie. We're just going to like our basement, our friend's backstairs DJing, so we're just gonna be like, and I just want to be comfy. And also, I think I've rolled my ankle earlier because I'm literally in agony. So that's not good. But yeah, this is my outfit. What do you think? Well, even if you tell me you hate it, I can't do anything about it. Okay, it's not really good, like. Yeah. Well, Elizabeth's reaction, she looks so cute, so I guess it's all good. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so grateful. If you've made it this far, I just love you so much. I hope you have the best week, and yeah, thanks so much for being here. It means a lot to me. I'm gonna go out and pack them now. And also tomorrow we're going to La Cam, which will be really fun, because I've taken myself away from every lesbian event in like the past month, and I'm really excited to just go back and have so much fun and be silly and goofy and get loads of notes in my notebook. We got so many at Pride, it was so good. So yeah, that's cute. I think I have to go because Margot's on her way over. And yeah, I hope this was nice. I don't know if it was. I'm sorry if it wasn't. I'll do better next time. I'll do another one, but I'm going to take an outfit video quick before, because Elizabeth's downstairs. So I need to take one really quickly. But I love you so much. Thank you for being here.
Look at this golden. Why is it not golden on me? Guys, where's the gold glow?
This way.
There we go.
There you go.
So we've actually both never been to this event before, so maybe we can rate it.
I feel really like we're like squatty.
Yeah, so
Yeah, we'll rate it.
we're gonna rate it out of 10 and we'll let you know. It's kind of cute because they use their money, I think, for fundraising to buy an actual space.
Yeah, I love
in
that.
Southwest. Is it Southeast or Southwest? In my head it's Southwest.
West, yeah.
Clark it. So that we find that we're gonna get our notes from strangers. You're gonna see it IRL. Your eyes look so good. It's so beautiful.
So do yours.
Hee hee. Okay, we'll report back.
Bye, divas.
Bye, divas.